If you are anything like me, you probably clicked on this video because you love monthly dividend companies. Maybe you want to learn more about monthly dividend companies, but the best part is about holding those monthly dividend companies is that as the stock market goes down in value, you're still paid consistently month over month. It really enables you to hold on to those stocks and feel pretty solid about your position. So in this video, I'm going to be talking all about monthly dividend stocks. I'm going to be talking about where you can get the best information on monthly dividend companies and where you can just enhance your investment decisions so you know whether or not one company might be worth buying for you. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so with the Robinhood app open, there are mainly two different holdings in my portfolio that I could mention right now. And the first one is actually my highest holding, and that is SPHD. Now, if you don't know about SPHD, it is a high dividend but low volatility ETF, and it pays monthly dividends. So if I go to my history here, you can see the influx of those dividends that I've been talking about. And it is really nice, especially in terms of economic downturn, where you have a pandemic situation, the market is crashing, you're still making money off of dividend payments, and it just helps you stabilize and feel more comfortable with your positions in the market. That's really why I love dividend investing, especially monthly dividends, where you're able to capitalize on some of those returns. Now, that's the first one. And the other holding that I have in my portfolio is my second biggest holding as a monthly dividend payer is Realty Income. Now, this makes up 10.78% of my portfolio. And this is one that I've kind of gone back and forth on whether or not I should keep bolstering up the position here, because this is a real estate investment trust. Essentially, they own these massive warehouses and they rent to companies like Home Depot, UPS. There's actually different locations and services that need to use their facilities. And it's a relatively stable one where all their buildings are less than 10 years old, meaning there's less maintenance on them. But this is another monthly dividend company, one that I was really getting into a majority of, I guess, the tail end of 2019, where I talked so much about Realty Income, but now they're one that I'm just holding. I haven't really added to this position anytime recently, but Realty Income has always been one of my favorites. They're consistent. They are quite literally known as the monthly dividend paying company. If you are interested in monthly dividends at all, then you probably have heard their name tossed around quite a bit. Now, while I'm in the app, I did notice that I have a free stock waiting for me. So I'm going to click into this and go ahead and try and open one of these, see if we can get something good here. Maybe I'll get a monthly dividend stock. And I actually did. I believe Prospect Capital, it actually has monthly dividends as well. I might be wrong on that, so correct me in the comment section, but I'm fairly certain that PSEC is a monthly dividend payer. So that's kind of cool that I'm doing that video right now and I was able to open that and capitalize on that. All right, so maybe you've been wondering, where can you get more in-depth information about these stocks, about monthly dividend paying companies, and I guess just different types of groupings of stocks and ETFs together? Well, a really solid website, and one that I would highly recommend, and all the links are going to be in the description for this video, is suredividend.com. So if you go over to Sure Dividend, you'll find the big 2020 list of all 56 monthly dividend stocks. Now, this is a really great website. It breaks down articles basically containing different lists of these stocks. And obviously this is the monthly dividend stock list. So you can see right smack dab in the middle of the website right here, you can see there's a click here to download your free spreadsheet of all 56 monthly dividend stocks now. So you can go ahead and do that. Essentially, all you need to do is fill out your email address and they're going to email it directly to you. So I already pulled that up here. And then from there, you can download the stock Excel spreadsheet. If I open it up, unfortunately, I don't have Excel right now on my laptop because this is a brand new laptop and I just haven't loaded it up yet, but you can get the gist of what it has to offer here. So if I open this up, you can see starting from the left to right, you have the ticker symbol for each one of the stocks. You have the name of the stock, the price that it's at, the dividend yield that it pays, the 1-year dividend growth. You have the 5-year dividend growth, the market cap, the forward PE ratio, the payout ratio, and the beta as well. So there's a lot of great information you can lift from this spreadsheet here. But I really like looking at the different number of stocks here. Obviously, there's 56 on this list. I like looking at which ones. This basically helps me identify maybe some of those that I might want some further research in to understand whether or not I should be making an investment into them. So let me close out of this right now and just talk a little bit more about that website. So really, it gives you a huge breakdown of what monthly dividend stocks have to offer. It gives you a breakdown of all the different lists. One of my favorite ones to look at as well are Dividend Aristocrats. So it's on the same website, suredividend.com. You can look at the Dividend Aristocrats, basically any of those companies that that have been increasing their dividend payments 25 plus years consecutively. So it's a really, really great way to just identify different groups of stocks. There's dividend kings, and there's a lot. If you just go over to the Sure Dividend homepage, there's a lot of great articles that you can see, the newest ones here. It's all different lists that you can identify. So this is by far one of my favorite investing websites to do a little bit more research. Going back over to here though, you can learn a lot about what this spreadsheet in particular has to offer. You have the table of contents here, and it basically shares with you all the information that you're able to identify from this particular spreadsheet. The best part is this website actually tells you how to filter, how to sort, and what to look for within the dividend spreadsheet so you can make more educated decisions when it comes to your investing. It has really graphic and detailed step-by-step guides into how to use it, and it even goes as far as identifying their top 5 best monthly dividend stocks. So you can see they look at Main Street Capital, which you've probably heard of if you're looking up dividend stocks like this. It's also got STAG, and if you keep going, it has Shaw. After that, you have TransAlta, and then at the very bottom, you have Realty Income, which is obviously the one I was talking about. So if you look at these, they give you a little bit of information about what this stock has to offer, why it's a really great decision, why it's a great investment opportunity, and basically it just helps further your knowledge. Obviously, you want to make your own decisions. I wouldn't just blindly copy off of this list and say, oh, these are their top 5. That means they're going to perform super well. It's just a solid way to gain more knowledge around those 5. Now, what's great is you can get a lot of detail, and it even goes as far as going into a detailed analysis on every single stock on the list. And it does this for all of the lists. The website is broken down like this for basically all the lists that it has to offer. So if you want to learn more about, I guess, AGNC, right? Let's open up a tab for AGNC. If I open up AGNC, it talks specifically to AGNC. It gives you a business overview. It gives you their financial information. There's a lot that you can pull from this, and it just helps, like I said, with that investment decision. So I have identified a number of different stocks that I invested in using this website, and Realty Income I actually pulled directly from here when I was learning more about monthly dividend companies. When I was structuring my portfolio, this is where I came to get a lot of that information, and this is why I started investing in them. You can see a lot of their performance history as well, and why monthly dividends matter. So it just talks about why essentially you might want to invest in monthly dividends as opposed to other types of stocks and investing. It gives you a projected growth. It gives you the history of the growth. It even talks about the cons, the pros and the cons to investing in some of these different lists. So for example, this is the dangers of investing in monthly dividend stocks here. And then it always wraps it up with some final thoughts. And just so you guys know, Sure Dividend is not a sponsor of this video. It's just a website that I utilize all the time, so I speak freely from the heart when it comes to this video. In conclusion, this is a really solid website to get more in-depth analysis about each and every one of those monthly dividend stocks. I'd highly recommend checking it out. As I said, links in the description. If you took anything away from this video, please smash that like button. It really helps me out with that YouTube algorithm. It just helps grow and promote my channel a little bit more. Anyways, guys, thank you for checking out this video, and I hope you have a great day.